Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's having a great one. Happy weekend to everybody. Happy Friday. I think this video will upload today, provided that we don't get a real bad storm. But anyways, so why do I continue to chase happiness? Is happiness even worth pursuing in this day and age? Is it even worth it? And and why would I even consider happiness the new currency? Well, on this video, I am going to discuss all that as of right now. Now, for me, I would say as far back as maybe uh, 10 years ago, give or take, I seriously, I seriously zeroed in on my pursuit of happiness. I seriously began to do some soul searching, and I began to ask myself some serious questions about happiness, like, what do I have to have out of this life in order for me to be happy? Now, I will say over the years, a few of those things have changed for one reason or another. But I would say for the last 10 years, give or take, I've been pursuing happiness. And I would say the last 4 years, I've been pursuing happiness. I would say the last 5 years, I've been pursuing happiness fairly hardcore. I mean, for those of you that have been following me for a while, you realize that I have moved to several different places over the last few years. Some places I may have only been there for a handful of months and then I left. And as you guys realize, it costs a crap load of money to move. Especially if you're like me and you're going to these places as a homeowner. And of course, I've been traveling the country. Something that I thoroughly enjoy doing, and I plan to do more of it. And that also can cost a little bit of money. Even the way that I do it, it still costs money. I mean, like for me, for the most part, I don't stay in hotels. I don't rent no houses or anything like that. I tend to live out of my van whenever I'm on the road traveling. But even when I'm doing that, which is the cheapest way that I can think to travel the country, I still gotta pay money for gas. I gotta pay for repair and maintenance on the vehicle, and stuff like that. So, and sometimes, sorry people, I got these mosquitoes be out here. But anyways, and sometimes where I go, there may not be a gym close by, so I have to go to Love's or Flying J and purchase a shower, so I'm not smelling all funky. So it does cost, at least in my case, it had it had cost me a fair amount of money for me to pursue happiness. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, every once in a while, I might ask myself the question: is it worth my while to continue to pursue happiness? And typically, within a couple of seconds, the answer is an astounding yes. Because I think of a gazillion reasons why to continue to pursue happiness. And for those of you that are embarking on a journey very similar to what I'm doing, you're trying to find what it is in life that makes you happy. You're trying to find that middle ground, if there's even such a thing, to where you can be responsible and pay your bills and just do what responsible adults are supposed to do and should do, so you don't end up out here in these streets homeless or something crazy like that. But at the same time, you don't want to live your life miserable. You want to be happy. You know, for the most part, you want to be happy. Yeah. And to be honest with you, people, uh, that's what I'm doing. I mean, I'm still here, you know, holding it down, making sure the bills are paid, making sure I have all the basic necessities that I need. Because, yeah, and at this point, I'm just looking. Well, I'm kind of looking for that middle ground, if you will, that middle ground, to where I'm satisfying all my responsibilities as an adult, but I'm also living the life that I desire to live. And I think I have gotten just a tad bit closer to that. Now, I still need to sell my other house in order to fully execute what I want to execute, though. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to execute this plan, I could even without selling my other house. But if I sold my other house, which I'm in the process of trying to do, it would make things a lot easier on the other end because I wouldn't have that responsibility of a whole another house. I would have the money freed up from that house and it would be in my bank account and it would just make things that much easier for me moving forward. But anyways, I believe I am a step closer to living how I want to live and having that happy middle ground. Now at this point, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna try. Like I told you guys, at least for the time being, I'm gonna travel around to different states, and wherever I go, I'm gonna find me some type of employment enough to where I can at least pay the bills here in Alabama, and then have a little money to pay whatever bills I gotta pay while I'm on the road, living out of my van, or yeah, living out of some van because well, most likely before I hit the road like that, I'm gonna purchase myself a full size van and build it out. That way, the vehicle will be a little bigger for me and my pet Kitty. That's her name. Her name Kitty. It'll be big enough for both of us. It will give both of us a little extra room to. It'll give her more room to run around a little bit. It'll give me more room to spread out and to put some basic essentials in that van to where I can cook, which means I can eat health. It'll be easier for me to eat healthier, and and plus I can put some other stuff in that van, which will make life a little easier while I'm on the road. So yeah, let's talk about happiness. So for those of you guys that are out here, you're still chasing happiness, you still haven't found that middle ground yet. Is it worth your while to continue to chase happiness, or should you just give up and throw the towel in and just accept reality for what it is? I would say continue to chase happiness. Continue to put the work in to find out what it is in your life that makes you happy. And then once you find out what it is, continue to put the necessary work in to one day be able to realize it. I mean, to make things short and sweet, that's my answer. And it's definitely worth chasing happiness. It's definitely worth it. And The reason why I say happiness is worth continuing to pursue is because, see, when you're happy, I mean, I would say for the most part, people that are happier tend to be healthier, they tend to live longer, because people that are happy, naturally, they want to take care of their health so they can live as long and healthy on this planet as possible. And typically, when you're happy, you tend to attract the right kind of people. I mean, not all the time, but I would say in many cases, when you're happier, your chances of attracting the right kind of people in your life are going to be better than if you're always walking around pissed off with a chip on your shoulder. And also, when you're happy, you tend not to get yourself into bad relationships, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a significant other. You tend to not get yourself involved in bad relationships, because if you're a happy person, you also tend to be, your thinking tends to be better. You tend to make better choices in life when you're happy. And with all that being said, if you do meet somebody and you start to see a bunch of red flags, you're going to be like, you know what? You're going to look in the mirror and tell yourself, you know what? This person's no good. Let me go ahead and leave this person alone. As for if you're miserable, you may make some bad choices, such as allowing the wrong people in your life and not taking care of your health. And also, when you're happy, you tend to you tend to exercise better stewardship of your resources. Like, here's an example. Like, when you're happy, you tend not to spend as much money on things that you don't need. Even things you need. You might take a moment and do some pricing around, do some price comparisons to see what would be the best price for you. As for if you're not happy and you're miserable, just to make yourself feel better, at least temporarily, what many people who are unhappy might do is they might go out to eat every day of the week, spending $300-400 a month just on going out to eat. You might, as an unhappy person, another thing you might do is you might go binge shopping and buy a bunch of crap you don't really need. Put a bunch of it on a credit card, and then you'll justify it by, well, if I put X amount of money on the credit card, I can get points and I can get free hotels and flights, and you'll find a gazillion ways to justify your stupid decision of having a credit card and running it up, which typically happens when you're unhappy. Because when you're unhappy, you're going to use food, you're going to use food, you're going to use material goods to make yourself feel better in life. And some people might even do worse, and they might use illegal substances to make themselves feel better. They might drink way too much to make themselves feel better. As for if you're happy, you're not going to be as likely to engage in those type of habits. And also, if you're happy, you're going to typically be more appreciative of the stuff that you have in your life. You're going to be more appreciative of your home. You're going to be more appreciative of your vehicle. You're going to be more appreciative of your clothes on your back and the food you're able to put in your stomach. As for if you're unhappy, you're going to take a lot of that stuff more for granted. You're not going to take care of your home. You're not going to take care of your other stuff. And then you're going to end up having to spend more money to buy the same thing over and over because you didn't take care of what you had initially. So it is definitely worth pursuing happiness. It's definitely worth it. Because once you get to the point of having happiness and having true peace in your life will be 10 times better. And that's the best way I can put it. And the reason why I say that happiness is the new currency is because, to be completely honest, I would say even people that claim they're not really concerned about happiness, they just want to be successful. Many of those people on the low, they chasing happiness too. Because why else would they want to be successful? I mean, think about it for a minute. Like a lot of these, I don't know what you would call them. I mean, like when you watch a video from someone of, well, it's called a hustle culture, a lot of people might, a lot of those individuals might talk about, I don't care about happiness. Happiness doesn't pay the bills, money does, so therefore they're going to pursue success. But the real reason is, the reason why many of those individuals pursue success is because them pursuing success makes them happy. And most people, you know, if utilized correctly, more money will make somebody happier. If utilized correctly, with the right mindset and all that good stuff. But I would say for a lot of people, happiness and time are the new currencies of the 21st century. Now, time has always been a currency for all of us, whether we want to realize it or not. Because time is something that once you lose it, you lost it, it is irreplaceable. You can't earn it back, you can't beg for it back, it's just out of here, it's gone. But next to time, I would say happiness is the new currency for the 21st century. Because there's a lot of people like myself and like some of you that are watching this video that you're probably out here, doing all kinds of things in order to pursue happiness. You're doing all kinds of things to one day be able to relax a little bit and live a lifestyle that makes you happy, that makes, that makes you happy. Like, and although happiness in itself doesn't pay the bills, like I just got done telling you a second ago, all the different reasons why happiness is worth pursuing. Those, happiness may not pay the bills, but it does a lot of other good things for you. And to me, in order to in order to truly be wealthy, in order to truly be able to enjoy your wealth, you have to have happiness and money, in my opinion, goes together. First, you find happiness within yourself. You find peace within yourself. And then once you accomplish that, then you go after the money. However much money you feel you need. You go after the money. And there's a lot of us, like I said, there's people out here that might be paying off their mortgage early. Like there's people out here that may have purchased a home in, let's say, 2021, and they've told themselves, they told their significant other, they told their children, they told their family that by 2031, let's say, they're going to have their home paid off. Because once they pay off their home, it's going to free them up. It's going to free them up It's going to free them a little bit, like once they pay off their home, some people, if they want to quit their job and switch occupations, do something that they would enjoy doing a little more, they might do that. Or some people, when they pay off their home, they might turn around and buy an RV and go traveling for a little bit. And some people, when they pay off their home, they're going to just live a more relaxing life. but they're going to live some kind of a lifestyle that's going to most likely make them happier. You got people that might be in a crap load of debt, and those people are thinking, you know what, I'm going to pay off all my debt. And when I pay off all my debt, I'm going to travel the country. I'm going to travel internationally. And of course, people that have those type of goals, they're probably out here working overtime at their primary job if their job offers overtime. If their job doesn't offer overtime, they're probably working their 40-hour job, and they're working a second job in conjunction. Maybe in conjunction of that, they got a side hustle that they do online. Like they might do DoorDash, Uber, they might do YouTube, they might do some other stuff online. They might sell merch online. They doing it all. They getting all that money because that money that they earn is going to ultimately allow them to live the lifestyle that they desire to live, a lifestyle that will make them happier than what they are currently. And that's why I say happiness for many people in the 21st century is the new currency. Just like a lot of us go out here, just like a lot of us get up every day, we go to work, some of us might put on that fake smile, been really down deep, we're like, man, fuck everybody in this building. But we go to work and we do what we gotta do as grown-ups because we gotta make that money to pay the bills. And a lot of us are using money. A lot of us are using money to be able to live a happier life in the future. Because just like when you go to work, your goal is to earn money. And I would say when you earn that money, for some of us anyways, our goal with that money is to in some way utilize it to where we can live a happier life. We can be happier human beings. Hopefully I'm making sense to you guys. I don't mean to be too deep. Hopefully I'm making sense. So, well, that's going to do it for today's video. We're long enough here. I don't want to go too long. So, thanks for tuning in and watching. And just so you guys know, I am still doing traveling vlogs. It's just I got a few things to get off my chest. So, that's going to do it for today's video. Stay blessed.